dark lipstick on, there's a candle burning in the background, it must be autumn. Now I know loads of people hate the cold dark mornings and all the horrible aspects of kind of British autumn winter, but I have to admit I love this time of year. I don't know what it is, but to me there just always seems to be some kind of like anticipation or excitement in the air. I think it's probably mainly because it means Christmas is around the corner. I love all the leaves everywhere, I love wrapping up warm and going for coffees and hot chocolates, and I just think it's really cosy and there's just something really nice about this time of year. As such, I wanted to share with you guys some of my autumn essentials. I found this video really easy in one sense, just because, like I say, I do love this time of year and I love autumn winter clothing, so there's like a million things I could have shared with you. I feel like there's loads more you can do in the winter than the summer with your clothes and makeup and stuff. So yeah, it was really easy in that sense because I feel like there's a million things I could have shared with you. But equally, because of that, it was really hard to whittle it down to the bits I am going to show you. So I could have honestly made this video like 3 hours long and shown you so many different things, but I've tried to really cut it down and show you just a few of each. I've got a whole range of stuff, a few beauty things, a few fashion things, and a few just lifestyle things, food, drink, house, that kind of thing. So if you want to see what I consider to be my autumn essentials, then keep watching. Let's start with the beauty items. The first item is an absolute essential all year round, but particularly I think in the winter, and it is a facial moisturiser. Obviously I moisturise my skin every single day, no matter what season it is, but in the winter my skin definitely tends to get a bit drier than normal, just because firstly the weather outside, so the cold air and the wind and everything like that, but also with the heating on indoors and on public transport and stuff, I find it really dries my skin out, so it just feels thirstier than normal and kind of needs a little bit more care than it normally would. So the moisturiser I've been using for the past couple of weeks that I've really been loving is the Olay Hydration and Radiant Glow, and it says 2-in-1 healthy looking glow moisturiser. It's just in this little pump container here. I think this is actually new from their range. I just needed a new moisturiser, went into Boots, and this one was on offer, so I thought I would give it a go, and I really like it. It appealed to me because it said healthy looking glow, and as you'll know if you've watched any of my other videos, anything that promises any kind of radiance or glowiness, glow, you know what I mean. Anything that offers anything along those lines I absolutely love, especially in the winter time, because I do think your skin can tend to look a bit more dull. So I think it's really important to go for a product that offers kind of that extra luminosity or glow. I like this one so much for my day moisturiser because it absorbs so quickly, but it is still really hydrating. So it really feeds the skin with all the hydration that it needs, but it doesn't leave a horrible greasy film on afterwards, so I can apply my makeup straight away. So I really like that. To be honest, I'm not sure if it does give me more of a glow or does make me look more healthy, but I just really like the texture, and it does say it's got like reflecting particles in it, so it probably is doing something. But it's also got SPF 15 in it, which is brilliant because even though it is winter time, obviously there's still UV rays outside, so it's still really important to protect your skin. So yeah, really loving that one from Olay, and I will continue to use it going into the winter. And then on the same theme of moisturising, the next product I've got is a hand cream, and it is the Elizabeth Arden 8-Hour Cream Intensive Moisturising Hand Treatment, and this is just a really cute travel-sized one, which is all you need actually, because I tend to just keep this in my handbag, so I don't want a really heavy one. And yeah, as with my face and the rest of my skin, my hands in the winter get so dry. Again, it's probably just the weather and the heating and all things like that. Even now I can see my hands are looking really like scaly attractive. In fact, let me put some on now. And I just really like this one because similarly to the facial moisturiser, it's really intensely moisturising, but it doesn't leave my hands really greasy and slippery, because there's nothing worse than if you put a hand cream on and then for like 20 minutes you're just sat there thinking, right, can't touch anything, can't do anything. It's just really annoying. So I really like this one because it is fast absorbing but also really moisturising. It doesn't actually smell like the 8-Hour Cream itself, because I know lots of people don't like that smell. It's really hard to explain though. It doesn't smell like anything else. It's kind of, I'd almost say medicinal, which sounds not very nice, but it is really subtle. I don't think you'd notice it. And I actually prefer that than sometimes you get creams that you put on and they've got a really overpowering scent. And like I say, I keep this in my handbag, so I quite often apply it when I'm out and about, maybe on the tube or on the bus or something. So I don't really want to get something out and then everybody around me to be like, oh, what's that? So yeah, it's kind of medicinal smell, but also very subtle, so I think it's really inoffensive. And although Elizabeth Arden is obviously a little bit more than your other high street brands, I am happy to pay a bit more for this because it feels so lovely on my skin, and it really does leave my hands super smooth without that horrible greasiness. And then the next beauty item is what I'm actually wearing on my nails at the moment, and it is this gorgeous nail polish from No. 7, and this one is in the shade Deep Wine. Oh, that's a really nice name actually, that's exactly what it is, isn't it? It's like a lovely burgundy colour, and I really love this. I wore this all of last winter, and then I got it out again this week. So yeah, autumn is well and truly here when I'm wearing this. But I just think it's a really gorgeous colour. Love dark nails in the winter, but I find black or something like that a bit too intense. So I just think this is a really lovely shade. And I've got so many nail polishes in really similar shades, but the reason I'm showing you guys this one is because I like this nail polish in particular. It is, like I say, from number 7, but it's the Gel Look Shine range. And the idea is it looks like a gel manicure, even though it obviously isn't. You remove it like you would a normal nail polish. But it just has got that extra sheen to it. I've got 2 coats on now, which is plenty. But even after using 1 coat of this, you're good to go. So if you're in a rush or something, and you just quickly put on 1 coat, it actually still looks fine. And it's just really hard wearing, doesn't chip easily, and it's just super glossy and shiny, as you would expect from a gel manicure, which is exactly what it sets out to do. So yeah, really loving that. And then the final beauty item is, of course, a dark lipstick, as I'm wearing now. I absolutely adore dark lips in the winter time. I used to be quite, not self-conscious, that's too extreme, but I used to worry about wearing a dark lipstick and feel quite kind of aware that I was wearing lipstick if I had a dark colour on, and I felt like loads of people were looking at me and that I looked like a goth or, I don't know, something stupid like that. But towards the end of last year, and now that we're back into autumn, I'm absolutely loving the dark shades of lipstick, and I just think they can transform an outfit. You can be wearing something really plain, but you put on a dark lipstick and yeah, it just looks really autumnal and really lovely. Again, I've got so many dark lipsticks that I could show you and share with you because there's so many that I like. In fact, I think I'm going to do a separate video on autumn lipsticks because I've got so many that I want to talk to you guys about. But the one that I'm wearing today, which you can see on my lips now, which is really lovely, it's just like my nail polish actually, so let's call it a dark wine. In fact, that matches amazingly. Nice. It is the Maybelline Colour Drama Intense Velvet Lip Pencil, and I love this because it isn't a lipstick, it is, as I've just said, a lip pencil, so it's so easy to put on, and it just feels less heavy on your lips. So I feel like, even though it's a really dark, intense shade and it looks like lipstick, it's just firstly easier to apply, and yeah, it just doesn't feel as intense, so in the daytime it feels a lot more natural, I suppose. I know it doesn't look natural, but it just feels nice on my lips. It feels like I'm just wearing lip balm. It's ultra moisturising, glides on really nicely, and like I say, because it's pencil form, it's really easy to put on, and you still get that really intense colour that you would with a lipstick. So I'm absolutely loving this. I couldn't rave about it enough actually. And it was only $4.99, so it's an absolute bargain. So if there's one thing you buy this autumn, I would so recommend one of these. This one is in the shade 310 Very Much. You get loads of different shades of berry, don't you? In my head I think of berry as being slightly more red. This is like a deep plummy purpley colour. And yeah, just really lovely for the autumn. And like I say, I couldn't choose which ones to share with you guys, so I've whittled it down to 3, which still sounds like quite a lot, but honestly I could have shown you loads. And the next one is the lipstick from Charlotte Tilbury. As you can see, this one's very well loved. I was loving this one last winter. And this one is in the shade Love Liberty, and it's from the Matte Revolution range, so it's obviously got a matte finish, which is really nice, and it's just really long lasting. It's a really gorgeous, again, like deep berry colour, and I just really love that. It's a real staple in my autumn makeup bag. And as with all Charlotte Tilbury stuff, it's in this gorgeous rose gold packaging, which looks so pretty. I love those. And yeah, so this is obviously slightly more expensive than the last one I showed you. I think it's about £23, but you can tell the quality of it, and it is obviously a proper lipstick as opposed to a lip crayon. It's just a really gorgeous shade. It's intense, but not too intense. So it's really useful if you don't want something kind of as dark as what I'm wearing, but you still do want an autumn type lip. So I had to show you guys that one. And then the last autumn lipstick that I've got is more of a red shade, because red lips in autumn and winter time is obviously an absolute classic. And the one I've got is from the Kate Moss range for Rimmel, and it's this gorgeous, I feel like these all look really similar, but this is much more red than the other two, but it is still a deep blood red. It's a really gorgeous shade actually, and it is, oh, it doesn't seem to have a name, but it's number 107. And yeah, it's just a really lovely deep red. You can wear it casually in the day, or you can wear it if you're going to a party or something. It's just a really useful shade. It's somewhere in between a red and a dark berry. So yeah, I really like that one. And because it is Rimmel, it was really reasonable. I think it was £5 or £6 as well. So can't go wrong there. So that's it for my beauty essentials. Now let's go on to fashion. And the first item is something that I lived in last autumn and winter. I literally wore it every single day. And I got so many compliments on it, and everybody used to ask me where it's from. And now this year, they're everywhere, which is obviously cool, it's fine. It means it's in fashion. But you know when, I don't know, I always like having something a little bit, not different because I'm not alternative, but I like having, I don't necessarily like to have what everybody else has got. But now, every single shop is stocking these in like every different colour. And it is a tartan or a plaid scarf. And it is a tartan or a plaid scarf. And this is my one that I love so much. Again, it goes with my nails and my lips. It's like a deep berry burgundy colour, which I love for winter. I think it's like the best colour out there. And I just love this so much. It's so soft. It's like almost cashmere-y to feel. And this is, it's actually not very long. I only ever really wear it draped around my neck like that because it isn't a long one. I can't really put it in like a proper scarf shape. But yeah, like I say, I wore this like every day last winter and I love it. The only thing is, I'm looking now for a label. I don't think I can tell you where it's from, which I know sounds ridiculous, but it was actually my dad's and he never wore it. I think it was the year before last. Me and my sister were at home for Christmas and we found he had this scarf that he'd never worn and we were both like, that's really cool, can we have it? I don't know why I actually ended up getting it over my sister. We probably had a fight over it. Sorry about that, Caroline. But yeah, so he said I could have it because he never wore it, and I just love it. But there's no label. I don't know what brand it is. It feels really good quality, so I wouldn't be surprised if it was actually quite expensive. But yeah, I absolutely love that because of everything that's happened this year. It's now extra special to me that it is my dad's. So I absolutely love wearing that, and I will absolutely treasure this one. And I'm sure I'll get loads more use out of it this winter. I've also got another plaid scarf that I wear a lot, and it is this one here, and this one's kind of blues and reds, a little bit of yellow, and this is obviously way bigger than my other one. This is like a big blankety scarf, which I love as well, because if you're not sure on the weather or if it's not that cold, I kind of use this almost like a cape or a poncho, and I won't necessarily always wear it as a scarf. I'll just wrap it around me, so it's really lovely and cosy for that as well. And this is from Primark. Again, this was last year. This was like £6 or £7 or something ridiculously cheap, which you wouldn't know because it genuinely is so soft. I don't know if the camera is picking up kind of the material, but it is so soft. It feels really luxurious. It really doesn't feel cheap. So I absolutely love this one as well, this big blankety tartan scarf. And I know I'm going to wear that loads this autumn as well. Like I say though, last winter tartan scarves weren't kind of everywhere, whereas now suddenly it's like the thing to have, and I think every single person has like 4 tartan scarves, which is obviously fine, but sometimes it's nice just to have something a bit different. I still love them both, so I'm going to be wearing them loads anyway. And then the next fashion item are ankle boots, because you have to have a pair of good ankle boots in the winter time. I literally live in ankle boots during the autumn and winter, because here in England it rains at least twice a week this time of year, so you have to have some good footwear. So many times I've seen it's raining and I'm like, oh, it won't be that bad. I've just worn my pumps out and 2 minutes later I've got ridiculously soggy feet and also ruined pumps. If your pumps get wet even once, they're just never the same. They go wrinkly and they smell, and yeah, not cool. So it's so important to have a good pair of ankle boots. And I've got 2 pairs, one in tan and one in black. And my tan ones are just a classic Chelsea boot style, and they're just like this, and they're just really casual, obviously, because they're flat, well, pretty much flat. And I just really like these. They're from Topshop. I think they're about £40. And yeah, they're just really useful to wear with a pair of jeans and a jumper, just for a casual everyday look. And the reason I like these ones is because they're quite low cut. I'm 5'2", and even though I'm 5'2", which is obviously really short anyway, I've got ridiculously short legs. I don't know what it is. I think my torso must be longer and my legs must be shorter. I don't know, I've got a real complex about it, but I've got really short legs, which means buying ankle boots is an absolute nightmare. Like, an actual nightmare. I think it's honestly the hardest thing that I have to buy, just because they can be so unflattering on me if I'm not careful. If they're too high, like not heel wise as in up the ankle, they'll really cut me off and make me look even shorter and dumpier than I am. So I have to be really careful with where they're cut. So these, to be honest, that's probably pretty much my limit. But the reason I like these ones in particular are because they are still quite low and they're not too high up the legs. So yeah, that's why I like these ones. And then the same actually with my black ones. Now these are heeled ones, so these are quite useful. I can dress these up slightly more as well. These are from Miss Selfridge, I think it was last year. But they don't go up too high, even though they're slightly higher than the brown ones. They're still relatively low for an ankle boot, which is so annoying because there's so many pairs I've seen in the shops, which I absolutely love. And if I was just a few inches taller, I wouldn't even think twice about buying. But because I've got such a complex about it not being too high on the leg, it rules out, honestly, like most pairs. And as you can see, these have actually really worn down because these are last year's boots. And I'm really desperate for some new black heeled ankle boots. All of this week, I've looked in every single shop in London, honestly, every single shop, every single website, everywhere. I must have tried on like 30 pairs of boots. I'm honestly not even exaggerating. And I just can't find any that I feel comfortable in because of where they're cut. So yeah, if anybody's got any good ankle boot recommendations for short people, I'd really like to know. Please comment below, because I'm desperate for a new pair, because as much as I love these, they're just too worn in now. And I think I want a slightly different style this winter anyway. But yeah, I'm just desperately on the hunt for some boots, and it's proving to be an absolute nightmare. So yeah, anyway, sorry, I'm going off track here, moaning about my short legs. But yeah, ankle boots, brown and black, massive staple for autumn. And then the last fashion item is, or are, because I've got two, hats. Now, hats I know are quite controversial. Well, maybe not controversial, but I know lots of people who don't feel they suit hats and don't wear hats for whatever reason. I'm quite lucky in the hat department, so maybe it makes up for my unluckiness in the boot department. But yeah, I'm quite happy in the hat department. I don't know, just since I was like 10, my mum has always said to me that I really suit hats. I don't know, it's just like they seem to be able to wear. Maybe it's because I've got quite a big forehead and it like, I can take them. I don't know. Anyway, I've got two styles to show you. Number one, more of a classic woolly beanie hat. And I love this one with a little fur pom-pom. I just think that is so cute. And this is just in a really nice, it's a grey, but it's almost got a mauviness, a purple undertone to it. But yeah, it's just in a grey mauve colour. And this one is from Warehouse. Oh, that is so rank. Look, I've got makeup all in the rim. And I think it was about £15. And yeah, it's just really cosy, really warm. Must have for autumn to keep your ears and your head warm. So really like that. And because of the colour, it just goes with everything. So that's really, really useful. And then the second style of hat is this big floppy hat. And again, there seems to be a colour theme, doesn't there, today? Matches my nails, matches my lips, matches everything. In this lovely deep berry colour. And this was from Topshop. This is actually from last year, not this year. But if you see in all the shops, they've literally got these exact hats out. They're obviously in fashion again, so that's really cool. And I just love this. I just think it makes an outfit look really glam, really pulled together. Oh my god, my camera just cut out then. I must have been talking for ages, but it's literally just like shut down. Anyway, as I was saying, yeah, I just think it adds a really nice element to what could normally be a really plain outfit. And it actually goes really well with this lipstick, so I might wear that soon. But yeah. Oh dear, messy hair. So yeah, really like those, and like I say, they're everywhere at the moment, so you can easily pick one up for a reasonable price. So that's everything for beauty and fashion essentials. Now onto the kind of miscellaneous section, I suppose. And the first item is an absolute must-have for this time of year, and it is a nice winter candle. I absolutely love burning candles in the autumn-winter time. I've usually got one burning in each room, if not two burning in each room. I just love burning candles in the winter time. I just think it adds such a lovely atmosphere, and it just feels really cozy, and obviously I love the fragrance that they diffuse as well. So the one I'm burning at the moment is the white cedar and musk scented candle from Linear at House of Fraser. This just smells like autumn and winter in a candle. It just, yeah, it's just really, I suppose the name says it all, cedar musk, so it's that kind of woody, musky, sensual kind of smell. It's just absolutely gorgeous. This is actually the same fragrance as the one I've got burning in the background, so I can smell it now. Yeah, oh, it's just so nice. It smells like, if you've ever been to a Ralph Lauren store, they always smell really good. It's that kind of cedar smell. And yeah, that's what this smells like. It smells like a Ralph Lauren store. So yeah, if you want to smell like Ralph Lauren for less, white cedar and musk from the House of Fraser, apparently. Oh, smells so good. But yeah, love winter candles. Burning candles in the autumn, absolute must. And then the last two autumn essential items that I'm going to show you, or actually, I've only got one to show you, but I'll talk about the other one, are food and drink items. Now the first one looks so boring, but I will explain. A massive bag of oats. Looks like horse food. But basically, at the moment, now the weather's got a bit colder, I'm absolutely obsessed with porridge. I just think it's so, so yummy, it's so comforting, it's so nice to have a quick breakfast that's still really kind of satisfying, because I think it's because it's warm, it just feels so, so lovely when it's cold outside. Yeah, I'm just obsessed with porridge at the moment. And also, it's so good for you. It's kind of like one of the rare things I think that I love and I'm obsessed with that's actually healthy for you as well. I just find nothing else fills me up. I don't know, I'll have 2 pieces of toast and then an hour later I'm hungry, or normal cereal I'll have and I'm hungry, whereas porridge really, really fills me up. And I just think you can have it in so many different ways. So one of my favourite is to have like apple and cinnamon on it, or blueberries and honey. I just think it's such a gorgeous winter warming breakfast, and yeah, obsessed with it at the moment. So that's why I'm holding up a bag of oats at you, because I'm loving porridge so much at this time of year. I just think it's the perfect autumn and winter breakfast. So get involved if you haven't already, honestly, you're missing out. And then the final item that I wanted to share with you, I haven't actually got, which is so, so annoying. I'll tell you what it is first and I'll explain to you why I don't have it. But it is hot chocolate. Because every time the weather gets a bit cold, I get absolutely obsessed with hot chocolate. And I mean obsessed. I'm kind of known amongst my friends. I go through phases. This is normally with like food and drink. And when I'm in a phase, I get obsessed with something and I have to have it like every day. I don't know, it's really weird, but yeah, I get obsessed with things. But this one has been going on a long time now. I had it the winter 2 years ago, last winter, and then now I'm getting it again. And it is hot chocolate, but it's a certain type of hot chocolate. It's the Tesco Finest salted caramel hot chocolate, and it comes in a clear bag. And what makes it so amazing is not only because it's salted caramel, because obviously that's amazing, but it's actual chunks of chocolate. It's like real chocolate shavings. And I went, before I filmed this video, I just went into Tesco's to buy some, and they didn't have any. And this is a huge Tesco's I'm talking about, and they've got like a million different hot chocolates, but they didn't have it. And I even asked the guy, I was like, excuse me, do you have your salted caramel one? I think he thought I was absolutely mad because I seemed really desperate. I was really desperate. I need to get hold of it, and he didn't know what I was talking about, and he just said, sorry, everything they've got is already out. So now I'm really worried that they've discontinued it or something. I don't know. I'm gonna have to write to them and find out. But it's, yeah, it's the Tesco Finest salted caramel hot chocolate, and it's absolutely delicious. You just stir in a few teaspoons with warm milk, and it's just, oh, like heaven in a glass. Just, oh, what, I mean, come on, salted caramel hot chocolate. I almost don't need to say anymore, it just sounds amazing. But yeah, I got obsessed with this, like I say, 2 years ago, last year, and now I think again this year. And the problem is, I like to go like the full whack. I like to put all the marshmallows in, do everything. So it's not the healthiest thing. And the problem with me is if I'm in a phase, I'm not only having it every night, but I'll have like 3 cups. And it's really, really rich. I don't even know how I do it. It's really bad. But yeah, I get hooked on something. It's just so, so, so good. And now I've had that, I can't go back to normal powder hot chocolate. I'm such a hot chocolate snob. I'm aware I sound like a hot chocolate snob here. And I don't even mind. That's fine. Once you've had fresh chocolate as your hot chocolate, you will not be able to go back to powder form. You know, like when you go to France and their hot chocolate is like liquid melted chocolate mixed with milk. That's what this is like, but with the salted caramel. Yeah, so good, so good. So I'm freaking out a little bit that I couldn't get hold of it today, but rest assured I will contact Tesco and find out what is going on, and I will source some somehow. Don't worry guys, don't worry, I will source some somehow. I'm gonna have to. This is ridiculous. I feel like I'm like an alcoholic or something, but addicted to hot chocolate. Anyway, I already sound like a crazy person, so I should probably wrap this video up here. Really hope you guys enjoyed seeing what I consider to be my autumn essentials. Like I say, I love this time of year, and I could have shown you so many things, but I managed to whittle it down, and these are all the things that I just couldn't be without at this time of year. See you next time, guys. Bye.